Hey guys, some very exciting news was leaked earlier this week. You may have already seen some of this stuff, but I wanted to bring it to your attention just in case you hadn't. I know I'm a little late to the party making a video on it. A lot of the PC guys have already made a video on this, but it's in regards to the leak that came out on Reddit, which I'll have some links in the description, which will show, where I'm getting this stuff. But basically, there was some leaked images and information about the new snow map that's going to be coming to PUBG on both PC and Xbox in winter of 2018. There's a full concept image of the map, of what it will actually look like when you're looking down on it. Then there's also a more basic layout version of the map that shows the different buildings and areas that will have loot, but both of these are pretty interesting. Now, the map size itself with the water is an 8x8 map, but the island that you'll actually be playing on is a 6x6. So it's kind of in the middle between Sanhok and Miramar and Erangel. Kind of closer to Erangel in a way, just because of how much water there is. But the map shown is 8x8, but the 6x6 is where you'll actually be playing, so it's going to be a little bit quicker pace than Miramar, closer to Erangel, but not as fast as Sanhok. And it looks like from the images that the northern portion of the map is covered in snow, and then once you get closer to the southern portion, the snow starts to fade away until you get to the more elevated areas of that section. And it looks like there's a body of water that splits it pretty much right down the middle. And then towards the north, it looks frozen. So this is going to beg the question, are we going to be able to traverse it on foot? I imagine we would. Are there going to be vehicles such as snowmobiles that will be able to go over that without any problems? Are there just going to be other vehicles as well that will be able to handle better in the southern portion of the map? This is going to be unlike anything that we have in PUBG so far, because it's going to have the different weather environments on the same exact map. So you can land Sanhok and be in the jungle with the rain most of the time and fog and stuff like that, or you can go to Miramar and be in the desert where there's not a lot of water to go around. But this one seems to have a little bit of everything. It's got some green space, it's got some snow, mostly snow I guess. It has some rivers that have ice over, and then ones that you can actually swim through. And it looks like there's some giant lake in the middle of the map as well. So I just can't wait to actually see this map and see the gameplay reveal, or even see some leaked footage of the game. I don't know if we're going to get that. It's surprising that we even got this much information, because there's a lot more stuff other than just the pictures. So sticking with the winter map for now, we'll have more news in a second, but they also gave us some names of the different areas that we can expect. Town, Cement Factory, Castle, Villa, Dino Park, and Cosmodrome. Now we know already that these might be placeholders, but you never know. These might be the actual names of the different areas that you can explore. One interesting thing to point out also on the map is right in the middle of the body of water in the middle of the map, there's an island, and that thing has bridges that will go to it, but there's no real other way to get to it other than swimming maybe. But that might be impossible too, because you might not be able to climb up it. It's just we'll have to wait and see exactly what that is. But I think that's going to be a really crazy final circle if it ever goes there. So something to just keep in mind as we start getting more and more information about this map. One thing I really hope that we get here is really heavy snowstorms and kind of dynamic snowstorms. So it might just always be snowing at some point of the match. But I think snow is definitely an important part, like active snow, not just the snow on the ground, but active snow in the air is going to be an important part of this map to kind of draw you in and just bring you into the environment and really immerse yourself in the game. I think that's one of the cooler things about Vigor are the environments that you play in, and especially the snow map. I don't know what's so great about snow, but every time I play a game that has snow, I just like to take in the scenery, and it's always one of my most memorable moments while I'm playing that game. Whether it's a Tomb Raider game or whether it's Battlefield, Call of Duty, or even PUBG now, I think the snow is going to stand out, and it makes the game all that more unique. But yeah, a couple things that I wonder about. What kind of weather are we going to get? Are we going to get major heavy downpours of snow? Are we going to get blizzards? One thing that my friend and I were talking about the other day, instead of red zones on this map, wouldn't it be pretty cool as if in a certain area throughout the map there would be heavy blizzard-like conditions? So instead of bombs dropping down all over the place that can kill you, the blizzard comes and it slows you down really bad. You can't see anything. You can't aim down sights or something like that in the zone. I think that would be pretty neat. Just something to give it a little bit of a twist Maybe not the same as every single other map. Just something to keep in mind. I know a lot of people don't like the red zones. I don't care about them that much anymore. I used to hate them because they just destroyed my eardrums, but now, I've learned to live with them and avoid them when possible. But I think a blizzard-like circle that you have to contend with instead of a red zone, I think that would be really neat, and it's just a cool idea. So I'll have to give credit to my friend if that actually does happen. But we were talking about it the other day, and I thought that it would really be a cool addition to this map. So in the same leak that gave us the snow map and these different names and then some other information, they also leaked out that there will be a night mode. So we don't know exactly what all this entails. Is this only one particular map, or will every map have some kind of night variant that's thrown in there along with the dynamic weather and fog and rain and everything? Or are we just going to get this night mode on the new map? That's something that we're just going to have to wait and see. But that could be really interesting. It would be much more scary, I guess, walking around because you wouldn't be able to see too far in the distance. Will there be night vision goggles? Will it be just pretty dark where you can see a little bit? Will it be more of a blue hint, kind of like you see in a lot of games that have nighttime levels and things like that, where the moon is shining down so bright that you can actually see pretty well, but it is actually nighttime. It'll be interesting to see where they go with this one. There's also C4 being leaked, and that might be some kind of temporary mode, or it might be, implemented into the regular game. It'd be cool to strap some C4 onto a vehicle and then watch a person drive away with it and then trigger it and, blow them up. And I can just see that being useful for sure, but we'll have to see if that's actually something that's in the regular game or if it's going to be in some kind of special event. I imagine a special event, unless they start messing with the core game of PUBG like that. And last but not least, they leaked a Konquest mode. So when I think Conquest, I think Battlefield, where you go to the different flags, and you have to capture those flags and hold those objectives long enough to make your enemy team run out of respawns, basically. But they kind of referenced it to the Call of Duty Domination mode. I haven't played too much of the Domination mode with Call of Duty, but I think it's pretty similar where you just capture objectives, and then you get points for holding more objectives than the enemy team. But like I said, this is all just a leak. It could be completely false information, but it does look pretty legit to me. I wouldn't be surprised if that map that we saw is exactly what it will look like. I know it's a concept drawing, but a lot of times these concept drawings are pretty accurate to what we actually get. The other map that's a little bit more basic, if anything, that one is probably more accurate as far as the size of the map, where things are going to be, and the roads and everything like that. And then for the Conquest mode and the C4 and the night mode and everything else that was leaked in here, we'll just have to wait and see. Take everything that I said with a grain of salt, just in case this isn't true. I'm just relaying the information as I saw it and as I understand it. But at this point, it does look to be true, and it looks pretty exciting. One thing I'll be interested to see going forward is how close we get to the PC as far as when we'll be getting the new content when the PC gets it. So currently we're probably a few weeks behind, not counting War Mode and custom games, of course, because we know that those are delayed on purpose. They didn't want to release Sanhok, War Mode, and custom games all at the same time because they thought that the player base would be too split up. People wouldn't know what to get into and what to try out first, and so what they wanted to do was kind of release them in order from Sanhok, and then War Mode, and then custom games, kind of space them out so that people can get used to them and everyone wouldn't be trying all these different things at once, which would cause the player base to be split even more than it already is with all these different queues that we have for the game itself. But yeah, not counting those, we are behind the PC on a couple weapons, the barrel and the new mutant that came out. Both are 7.62 weapons, and I suspect we'll be getting those relatively soon. But then after that, what's next? The training mode, which they said will probably be coming out in October for the Xbox, but we'll just have to wait and see. There's no official announcement on that just yet. The PC just got it with the latest patch, so anyone on PC can just jump into the training mode right now. So I'll be looking forward to getting that on Xbox pretty soon. We'll just have to be a little patient. Other than that, we're not really missing anything from the PC game itself, other than some features that maybe we won't even be getting, like proximity chat. Those might be just farther down the line. They want to prioritize getting us up to speed with the PC version of the game before they add things like that. And so my guess, and I'm going to stick to this, I'm going to hold myself accountable, and if I'm wrong about it, I'm wrong, but my guess and my prediction is that we will get the snow map on the exact same day as the PC on the test servers, and then we'll get it the exact same day as the PC on the live servers. Now they say winter of 2018. Technically winter doesn't start until I think December 21st usually. So that's a pretty tight window to get winter of 2018. Maybe they mean winter of 2018 that also carries over to 2019. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm hoping that we get this map sometime in the next couple months or in December. That would be great. I think it would be really neat, and I think it's going to drive players back to the game that have left, because it's really unique for a battle royale game to have 4 different maps. Right now we have 3 on PUBG. A lot of the other battle royales only have 1 map. They might change the map up every once in a while, but you can't queue up for different maps. You don't get the different experiences that you get when you play on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, either on PC or Xbox. Obviously there's a lot of haters out there that just want to trash the game 24/7, and that's perfectly fine. Every game is not for every single person, but personally for me, it's one of my favorite games of all time, just because it's been the most fun that I've had playing with friends, and I can't wait to play more of this stuff in the future, to see the game progress, to see all these new things being added, and I'm just excited for the future, and I have high hopes for everything that's coming out pretty soon to Xbox, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well, because I love covering it for you here on YouTube. But yeah, that's it for this one. I just wanted to go over the leaked information and then just kind of project and see when I think everything's going to be coming out for the Xbox version of the game. If you guys found it useful or liked it in any way, definitely give it a like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything PUBG Xbox. Remember to join my Discord and follow me on Twitter in the links in the description below. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.